Was this all a scam? Have we been living a lie? The dreams of the meme coin super cycle, everyone driving Lambos and yachts. Is it over? In this video, I wanted to tell if meme coins will ever get back to previous all-time highs, and were we all lied to for the rich to just make more money? We're going to go over multiple scenarios, look at a couple different projects, and tell you what my honest opinion is on these and what am I doing forward, because there's some very important data on one specific chain that makes me extremely bullish long term, guys. We're going to get into everything, the future of meme coins and more. I love you all. This is never financial advice. This right here is the overall market cap for meme coins. And you can see when you go back to the beginning, this right here was mainly Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Yet, lately, we have had a plethora of new projects launched currently. I just want to show you this right here. If you go back to the beginning of 2024, there was less than 5 or 6,000 projects being launched per day. Yet now, at a slow time in the market, we're still at 65,000 being launched today. You can see 13.53 million being launched every day. So is your favorite meme coin gonna go back to its previous all-time high? Probably not, but there's two different kinds of meme coins that I really want to go over. One of them I think does have a chance to be long-lasting and have a huge market cap. The other one is going to just dwindle down to zero and will never make another all-time high, because we are in an attention economy, and we all seen this playing out live when Chill Guy came out. Y'all remember this meme? Everyone was posting it. All the celebrities, not just crypto people, everyone was talking about Chill Guy, and they ran up to 73,000 followers. This was launched on Solana, and as you can see right here, it ran up drastically to over $500 million market cap, all off of hype. That's what I mean by that as an attention economy. This is a real life internet meme that became on chain as a meme coin. That is not something that was built really from the ground up. It was CTO'd. The dev left originally, and now it's just passed on to someone else who's going to CTO it until they can rug it on the next guy. So something like Chill Guy, I believe, is going to go to absolutely zero, has no chance in heck to ever get back up to this. But what was the demise of it? Because when you look here, I'm right here typed in just a Chill Guy, and nobody has posted that meme in days almost, it seems. I'm just scrolling, and I see absolutely nothing with it. So what is going to make this pop up, right? Like, this does not have a very crazy community, a good dev. This was just a viral meme that was very viral at one point in time, and it is just never ever going to come back. But what was the demise of it? Binance to launch meme coin Chill Guy perpetual futures. When was this? November 27th. When was this? November 27th, guys. And so I have become a much better trader when I've learned to take advantage of both sides of the market, longing and shorting, and using leverage with caution whenever I think it is a good trade. And that is why I've been using Bitunix, guys. I have a promotional link that you can sign up for free. Like I'm saying, this is never going to come back. This is Chill Guy. Chill Guy equals dead guy. Well, what's one that could potentially make a comeback? And I'm not just using Turbo because I like Turbo, but this is just an example of something that actually had a dev. It has a community. It was not a real viral meme in real life, you know, and then it's had multiple pumps, retracement, multiple pumps, retracement, multiple pumps. And then now it's back down at $130 million market cap. But when we're looking at this data, it's going to be hard for any of these projects to make a new all-time high, because we are in an attention economy. Every week there's something new you're laughing about. There's a new meme. There's something else grabbing people's attention. So what am I looking for to make me a lot of money within the meme coin sector in the next coming months? Well, there's a couple things we need to look at. Where is the overall institutional money going? Where is the total value lot going? Where is the builders going? That's what I want to look into. And then I want to look for projects that are really building, but no one has found them yet. And that way they will still have the new factor when someone does find them and the markets heat up. So whenever we come back over here, I am extremely bullish on Base Chain. And not only is it backed by Coinbase, not only has Coinbase been launching meme coins, it's right here in the data. If you take a look in the orange, Base right here in 2024 was at 6.88% of the overall meme coins. And if we just drag this over slowly, you can see how it became over 15% by the end of last year. If we look in December, it was 15.35%. And then you keep going, it dropped with the rest of the market, and now it's just keep on going up. If we just go back to the last 30 days, you can see that Base was at 14%, and now it is currently at 16%. It's gained 2% in market share. But one of the saddest things on this chart is really means a lot for Turbo, because when we take a look at just Ethereum on its own, it has went from 12% back in early 2024 all the way down to 3%. And that is just because of all the expensive fees. There's no reason to pay $15 gas fees when you could pay pennies on the dollar using Solana, using Arbitrum, using Base Chain, using Sui, any of those. But there's a lot of people not even looking at Base Chain yet. And you can see that Coinbase is listing these meme coins, and they're listing them at very small market caps. I'm not talking about listing when something's at a $500 million market cap. They're listing them very, very small. If we look, when they announced Doginme would be on their roadmap, not even the official listing, that was right here on the Doginme chart. And you can see that Doginme had a couple run-ups to 100 million. Then it was sitting here teetering with 60 million, hit 60 million again. But from right there, just the point in time that they were announced on the roadmap, it went up 600%. And this was at a time when Bitcoin and everything else was bleeding. Imagine the meme coins that are listed on Base onto Coinbase exchange whenever the market is exploding, when people are waiting there with stable coins in their wallet, just looking for the next thing that grabs their attention in this attention economy. So what are some of them that I am looking at? And guys, always know this is ever financial advice. I've talked about it on this channel a few times. Beats on Base. I am a heavy investor, and this is like 4 or 5 or 6 artificial intelligence projects. When you look over 13,000 on X, gold check mark, currently sitting at 270,000 market cap. What another one? Aerobud, cute dog. I also own this one. Everyone loves it. Over 6,000 followers here. When you look at the chart, they're at $6 million market cap. This one I do not own, but this is one of the staple dogs on the chain. And you can see that it's currently sitting at $21 million market cap. It had a couple run-ups to $100 million, but when Coinbase is listing Base meme coins, they're incentivized to support their own chain. I mean, Coinbase owns this layer 2 built on Ethereum. And so as they're going to be listing these, and a lot of them are smaller tokens, I believe when this meme coin super cycle or just the next wave comes, that there will be a lot of projects that have been building very heavily that have not had attention get a lot of attention in this attention economy. But I do not think meme coins overall are a scam. There is a lot of scams, but like anything in finance or anything in life, bad people will exploit it. But I do not think the majority of these meme coins will ever go back to their previous all-time high. Something like Chill Guy that was made off a viral meme that was going around real world Web 2 will never make it back, in my personal opinion. Something like Turbo has a better chance, but it could still be very hard pressed with the lack of attention on Ethereum due to their gas fees and other chains just being superior. So I'm eyeing Base Chain. I'm also going to be going to the Base on-chain summit around August 21st through 25th, something like that. I'll put it right here. If anyone wants to go out there, join me. I'll be making some content, having a good time over there in San Francisco. But let me know, is there a Base meme coin that you've got your eyes on that I don't know about? Because I'm looking to get into some new communities. Watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Free Men of Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.